Hello everybody, welcome back to the Quinn Films Behind the Scenes channel, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to show you how to create a photoreal render inside of Cinema 4D extremely quickly using the physical renderer, but this time I'm not going to really do a step-by-step. If you've seen my other tutorials, you know that I like to do the whole thing unedited, kind of my raw version of me creating, very step-by-step. This time I'm not going to really do that. It's not really a tutorial, but more of just kind of an overview so you can kind of apply those skills to when you do it. So you can do it a little bit differently than mine. I'm just going to kind of show you how I create kind of photoreal renders inside of Cinema 4D. So let's get right into it, everybody. Okay everybody, so here I am in the file here. If I just go to the camera, you can see kind of the scene that I have. So I have these apples, I have a softbox light up here, and I just kind of want to kind of show you around a little bit before I get into how I did it. So this background here, it's kind of cool because what I use for backgrounds is basically just I get this image off the internet, and then I just like texture it onto like a cube. So I just make this cube and then just use that. Here's the image here, nothing special with it. I kind of just left it how it is. Of course you can kind of add some, surface imperfections if you really want to and stuff, but this was really out of focus, so I just kind of added that in. And then when I have something in the background that you can kind of look at a little bit, like a little wall. And it just saves you a lot of time, because if you actually wanted to do this for real, you'd have to like have these little cubes and then like some sort of thing in the background. It would just take a really long time. It's kind of one way to do it. All these apples and this pepper here, they're all Megascan assets that I got from Quixel Megascans. If you have a Epic Games account, by the way, you can get Quixel Megascans for free, the whole Megascan library, as well as Quixel Mixer and Bridge. So yeah, these were all just Megascan assets. I have to say I didn't really like what the peppers don't look very good, but the apples just look amazing. So I wouldn't really recommend getting the peppers, but apples, amazing. So yeah. Everything but the table was Megascanned, and as you notice here, the table legs I didn't texture because we don't really see them in any of them. And I actually did all the editing inside of Cinema 4D, surprisingly. So if you don't know, Cinema 4D kind of has an editing-ish type thing. It's an awful editor though. It's really awful. It's this stage little thing. You can find it in here. It's like a little stage. And basically what that allows you to do is like some very simple keyframe editing. It's very bad, because normally you'd have to like render out each individual clip. This allows you to kind of have a whole bunch of clips in one render. It just saves you a little bit of time. So if we open up our stage here, basically you can like add these little you can add these little like over here, as you can see it, you can actually like change a whole bunch of different things. You can kind of do a little bit of editing. Like, I mean, if you paid a lot of attention, you could probably edit a whole movie in here if you really wanted to, but it's really awful. It's like, you probably couldn't edit a movie, but you could edit like a really awful movie in here. It's really awful though. Just to let you know, but it's like allows you to, I think, kind of do a little bit of an edit, just so you can all render it at once, as they all fit together. You know what I mean? So as you can see, right here, we got a clip. We changed the scene, and basically you put a keyframe for the camera here, and you just drag that camera in, and then you add a keyframe, and then when you want the other camera to come in, you switch to that camera and you add a keyframe. So it's pretty simple. It's doesn't take a lot of effort. And then, as you'll notice, if you have the stage up and you want to get out of your camera, it doesn't allow you. So you just have to kind of turn that stage off, and then it allows you to. So that's kind of basically the scene. It's very easy. Now let's get into how I did it. So just like any render, I start out with an idea. And how do I get ideas? I go to Quixel Megascans. Like I said before, I love this place. There's so many different stuff to choose from. And of course they're not sponsoring this video or anything, so don't think that. I'm actually being honest here. Like, they are an amazing place to go to get inspiration. They have everything from like plants to apples, like fruit, vegetables, like wooden bowls. Like, I got that bowl from Quixel Megascans. They have amazing textures on there too. All Megascan assets, so they're actually real objects that were Megascanned and then brought into a 3D program, which I think is really cool. Maybe I'll make a tutorial on how to do that next. If you want to see that, remember to subscribe. So next things next, I go into Cinema 4D and change my renderer to physical. This will just improve your renders significantly. Then you can go in and add your assets that you got from Quixel Megascans, kind of adjust them, kind of make a little scene, maybe add a camera, and then you can add an HDRI or you can do some lighting. If you want to get an HDRI, you can shoot those on a Insta360 camera, or you can do it on your DSLR. If you don't have either of those, you can also buy HDRIs, or you can get some from the content browser. So there's a lot of options for you. Next, I made my bowl a collider body, and I made all my apples rigid bodies. That way, the computer will actually calculate the animation for you and calculate physics, so you don't actually have to hand animate them yourself. Next things next, you can go into a stock footage website, whatever one you want, and you can just search up like wall, and you can get an image of the wall, and like I was saying earlier, you can just apply that to a cube and you're gonna get a nice little background. Now if you want the background to be really in focus, then this probably isn't the right thing to do, but if your background's really out of focus like mine, this is just perfect. Once you got all your animations, all your textures, everything ready, it's time to edit. So if you want to edit it in like Final Cut Pro or Premiere, or whatever editor you use, you can do that too, but it just makes it a little bit harder because you can render your thing out and you realize that something's wrong and you have to go back and render it again. This way you can actually edit inside of Cinema 4D. It's a little bit, it's not, if you want to get like really cool edits between the like transitions between the clips, then I wouldn't do this, but if you're just looking for a simple edit, you can use the stage tool. And I already showed you how to do this earlier. It's pretty simple, and basically you just use the stage, and you can get this nice little simple edit, and then it's time to render it out. So then basically you're done. You can just bring it into your whatever editor you like to use, do some color grading, and then you can do some sound design. So for sound design, I got some apples. So I got a bowl here, and I'm gonna put the apples into the bowl, and I'm just gonna do it for real here. Okay. So everybody, you finished it. Basically just add the sound design, you know, composite it together. You can do some lighting, you can even add some more VFX and After Effects and stuff if you want. And yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, tell me in the comments if you like these types of tutorials or the more in-depth tutorials that I normally do. Remember to let me know that down in the comments below. And yeah, always remember to have a nice day. And I'll see you in the next one, everybody. Bye.